Good evening, friends, and welcome to tonight's Chuck Rowland Pioneer Award program honoring young playwright and fierce queer advocate Roger Q. Mason. I'm Chris Makish, Executive Director of Celebration Theater, our nation's oldest, continuously producing lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, asexual, non-binary, gender non-conforming, two-spirited, and allied theater. For over 40 years, we have been a safe haven for artistic experimentation and daring revivals. For many of us, it's meant home and a place to be fully ourselves, out loud and proud like the colorful theater folk we are. I'm proud of so many of our accomplishments, our hard-fought freedoms, and I'm proud of those of us putting our bodies on the line in the name of justice. Be that for quote-unquote gay rights 50 years ago, or those standing up for the Black community in our neighborhoods across the globe right now. It's truly a complicated time to wish all a happy Pride, though. I want to honor those whose blood, sweat, resources, and tears have made progress across our communities possible. I find myself, like many I hope, reflecting on the profound ways in which our white and cisgender communities have been too silent for too long for our Black and transgender, gender nonconforming friends, family, and colleagues. But guess what? We can do something about that, even when in our past we failed to carry some in our flock to safety. Celebration Theater has often been progressive for its time, and yet we are now on a deepening, essential journey examining how our LGBTQ+ mission of storytelling can promote systemic change. How do we build actionable bridges across communities as we bring exciting, excellent theater to Los Angeles? How can we be there more meaningfully to support our Black, Indigenous, people of color, and transgender family? Changing hearts and minds is one thing. Policies, resources, and power are another. We're a nonprofit of modest means, but we are resolved, and I welcome you to please join us however you can in accelerating empathy, justice, care, and the lifting up of the artist's voice as we celebrate our power to persist, to resist, and to show the world how it's done. Tonight's award is named for our founder, Chuck Rowland, a true pioneer who, as recorded by historian Eric Marcus, had an internal compass that told him he was right and the rest of the world was wrong. After serving in World War II, Chuck, a Minnesota native, worked for a veterans organization that promoted racial equality and women's rights across the Midwest. In his first stint in LA, he co-founded the seminal Mattachine Society. Returning to Minnesota for a fair share of his adult years, he got a master's in theater to teach and direct a theater department for a local college. His vision for retirement? Picking up everything to rejoin the LA community in 1982, where he founded Celebration Theater. Tonight, we are excited to share with you a speedy series of gorgeous excerpts from Roger's work over the past 10 years, presented by a dynamite group of actors and directors. And we'll then be privileged to have Michael Kearns, a previous honoree, founding member, and former artistic director of Celebration, and queer rights icon, introduce his own mentee, Roger Q. Mason. It's, of course, a homegrown tribute with backgrounds from people's hearts, rehearsals on Zoom, all to create the magic of theater. In addition to everyone mentioned, I'd like to recognize our board of directors, our volunteer company, and the ongoing support of the city of West Hollywood, who've helped make tonight's program and our week-long Pride Festival possible. From wherever you're tuning in, feel free to use the chat box to connect and share your love and accolades proudly. And in that spirit, we hope those who can take a moment to make a donation of any size in honor of Roger to two very worthy causes. Minnesota Freedom Fund's ReclaimTheBlock.org, as well as 100blackmen.org, a mentorship program known well to Roger's dad. After the program, we invite you to join us on our Instagram profile for a live after-party soiree with artistic director Michael A. Shepard and our honoree. You know that will be fun. Tonight is for Roger. In his own words, a Black, Filipinx, plus-size, gender non-conforming, queer artist of color. I'd add to that, expressively lyrical writer, obsessive thinker of thoughts, and truth teller. We salute you, Roger, and all of the beautiful voices we are now just beginning to really hear. I hope they'll continue to trust their courageous inner guides like Chuck Rowland and know that they're indeed right when the world gets it wrong. In that spirit, I can proudly say, Happy Pride. To introduce our first piece, I welcome actor, director, writer, and a dear friend, June Carroll.
I met Roger Q. Mason in September 2010 at Directors Lab West, which was held that year at Los Angeles Theater Center downtown. And I remember that first day, just this kid with a red t-shirt, black shorts, socks, and tennis shoes, tossing off the most elegant and incisive thoughts the way some people breathe. And I just thought, who is this kid? I got to know Roger over the next year, and kindly in 2011, he invited me to direct Onion Creek, which was debuting at Son of Semele in partnership with Padua Playwrights, and there was just no way I was going to say anything other than yes. Roger is a storyteller. His language is lyrical and poetic and forceful and steeped in history and melancholy. Roger is a force as a playwright and as a person. Onion Creek takes place in 1873 in the town of Del Valle, Texas, population 20, 7 miles outside of Austin. The play concerns Nathaniel Hawes, a mixed-race man whose mother was a slave, who wakes up the morning after burying his white father to find Minnie Simmons, an Irish transplant from Boston who hopped off the train in Austin and walked for 7 miles, picking peaches in his orchard. The play is about history and wounds and identity and love. This is Onion Creek.
Onion Creek by Roger Q. Mason. Act 1, Scene 1, The Orchard. It is June of 1873. Day is turning into night. Hawes steps out onto the long wooden porch of a large farmhouse, his house, now that White Papa has passed. Hawes wears all black, perhaps a wool coat, vest, shirt, tie, and some slacks. He carries a small wooden boat containing 3 yellow roses. It is very hot, and at a distance in the peach orchard he spies a stranger, Simmons. Sweat-drenched and dirty, she jumps to steal a ripe peach hanging from a high branch. She carries a leather satchel slung over her shoulder, nothing more.
You need some help down there.
Can you yell any louder?
Who are you talking to?
I don't say nobody else. Come along now, I need some help with these peaches. Oh, that one's sweet. I can smell the nectar.
Yeah, and it's gonna get sweeter. 'Cause you fixing to leave it alone to ripen in this sunlight.
Mister would let you speak to her better than this way.
Mr. Who?
The owner of this farm. Perchance I come up there to fetch him, let him know his boy's spaking at a turn.
You ain't got to take another step. I'll fetch him.
Good.
What can I do for you, ma'am?
What the bollocks is this?
I am Mr.
You're on this farm.
This is my orchard.
Now I know I'm in the no frontier.
Where are you from, if you don't mind me asking?
Baston, Mass.
You along, ain't you?
Wasn't home. Just a place to rest my head at night.
Didn't suit you? How long you been out here?
Oh, let me have a little think. We've been fussing for the last 5 minutes. Train let me off in Austin at 12 noon. The sun's hanging half past in the middle of the sky. Must be 6 o'clock now. Been here about 6 hours now. Where am I, mister?
This here's the town of Del Valle.
Ain't nobody out here but you.
It's small. Ain't but 20 of us out here. The next farm belongs to Mrs. Johnson, and she lives about 5 miles that way. How the hell did you find yourself way out here?
I see enough buildings and storefronts to last me, so I thought I'd take a wander.
You must like wandering in the heat.
I reckon you do too. How did you have for Gabardine weather like this?
You want some ice water?
Ain't just full of sweat in that black suit.
I'm fine.
Sorry, it ain't none of my business.
I'm going to get you some ice water. You stay right there.
All right.
Don't you go wandering around no place neither.
I ain't gonna go nowhere.
What were you looking at?
Just looking.
You were eyeing them peaches.
No, mister, I wasn't looking at your damn pages. I know I can't have none.
Good. Here.
Thank you. Woo! I know I don't drink like a lady should. I've been walking all day, pardon me.
It's all right.
How did you get this land, if I can ask you?
Great Papa gave it to Grandpapa. Grandpapa gave it to Papa. Papa, he gave it to me.
Your father owned this land.
Papa was white.
Oh, I say.
Simmons examines the wooden boat.
What's this?
Don't touch that.
I seen you have it when you come out the first time.
Do you want to go? They got dance halls and places to eat and rooms to rent in Austin.
Yeah, I don't get money for all that.
They got a fare. That costs you 5 cents to get in here.
No, mister, I don't want to go to no fair. I just want to sit here and watch the sun fall. I keep really saying it. Fall. Really fall off the side of the world. Like say it with a pleasure weather. You won't see again to the next day. Can you give me that? I won't go nowhere, nor take nothing, nor even run from your sight. Just gonna sit here on the ground, not even on your stove, and watch the sun fall. Is that all right with you?
Fine. You got a funny way of talking. Is it accent?
Let it be known that you broke the silence between us, not me.
You are feisty.
It's the Irish way.
You're from Ireland?
Born in Cork, worked with me mad at a mill.
You know sewing?
Sewing and cooking and cleaning.
You know how to work then.
Matt always said, if you work hard and live clean, you build your road to the light of the Saviour.
You're a preacher too.
No, just a woman. Just a plain woman alone in the middle of Del Valley watching the sun fall.
I buried my papa last night. His heart finally gave out.
Lord have mercy on you. I'm sorry for his passing.
I washed him, stretched him out from limb to limb, made sure those eyes and that big mouth of his were closed shut, put him in his best suit, dug a hole out back and lowered him to his rest.
Simmons studies the boat.
This is beautiful.
I made it.
You're a good son. I hope he knows that. I never asked you for your name.
I'm Nathaniel Hawes.
Nice to meet you, Nathaniel. I'm Minerva Simmons, Minnie for short. I know I got rough hands for a woman.
Oh, ain't nothing wrong with them. They got character.
They got work scars all over them.
Where'd your work last, Miss Minnie?
Oh, I think it's too late in the day to be talking about work. That right, Mr. Haas?
Pardon me. It ain't none of my business.
All right.
I shouldn't have touched your hands like that.
You got such soft hands. How'd you get such soft hands?
Let's stop talking about hands. We shouldn't carry on talking about hands.
I was just asking a friendly question. Never mind.
I wear cowhide gloves when I tend to the fields. I got this new salve from the catalog called Vaseline Petroleum Jelly. I put on my hands at night. It's from New York City.
You got everything you could ever want out here. This is a mighty fine orchard. You got a missus?
No.
How'd you eat?
Papa and I did just fine.
But Papa's dead.
Yeah.
How are you going to eat now?
Red beans and rice ain't too hard to boil on an iron stove.
Well, you could cook an ale-soaked chicken. Or round a steak with potatoes and cabbage. Enough to make the fanciest Dubliner beg for more. Some peach pudding to bless your belly at the end.
You ain't gonna be using none of them peaches for no pudding. Them is for selling, not for eating.
You can use whatever fruit you want me to. I don't have to use none at all if that's your wish.
What do you want? Coming all the way out here.
I ain't got no place to stay the night. You got a big house. I ain't too proud to work for my room and board if you let me.
There ain't but one bed in that house, and that's for me.
I don't need no bed, Mr. Haas.
You ain't gonna be staying inside that house.
Ain't gonna take nothing.
I know, 'cause you ain't gonna be inside my house.
Good day, Mr. Haas. Thank you for the water. You've been very kind. So that a woman who lives 5 miles down the road. I leave now. I can get there before sunfall.
Wait! Wait! I got the barn. You can stay out there If you can bear it.
That's fine.
By the time that rooster calls his hens to order, you got to get on.
Yes, mister. Now, where are you cooking your feast?
What feast?
Your chicken and potatoes and pudding. You forgot already.
I ain't had no rest these last few nights.
Now, just show me where your pots and pans are. I'll take care of the rest.
Yeah, I'll get them.
You're letting me stay the night. You ain't got to do a bloody thing.
I said I'll get them. You just stay out here if you don't mind. It'll be much better for us both if you do.
We're going to have to cook them in there, ain't we?
Well, the stone oven is out back.
You don't want me in your house.
The smell of death is still floating in the air. It ain't the right place for a woman.
You ain't got to say no more about it. Look up. I never knew God had so many colours in mind for the twilight sky.
Night's about to fall. We're gonna have to got this feast after I come back from the creek.
What, Craig?
Onion Creek. I got to get down there with these roses for sunset. Else Papa's passing ain't gonna be blessed.
Let me come with you.
You ain't got to come.
I need to go, please.
You got somebody's passing to bless too? Well, you come on then.
Let me just watch the sun fall. One moment more. Okay, let's go.
Hi, my name is Lovell Holder, and I am so honored to join you tonight to celebrate the incredible Roger Q. Mason. Roger and I first met in 2006 during college when he was starring as the nurse in a production of Romeo and Juliet, and thus began almost 15 years of friendship and collaboration. I have had the pleasure of directing several pieces by Roger, including his one-act solo show, The Duot, the short film adaptation of his play Softer, and most recently his new play, Lavender Men, which you will hear more about later in this evening's program. However, tonight is my first chance to tackle one of my favorite pieces in the Roger Q. Mason canon, The White Dress. While so much of Roger's work uses the historical to examine our present-day social struggles, The White Dress is easily his most contemporary piece, and ironically, perhaps his most timeless in its explorations of family and identity. As described by Roger, The White Dress is a genderqueer coming-of-age story based upon the Stations of the Cross. It uses the gender evolution of Jonathan Howard, a Black Filipinx gender nonconforming protagonist of color, to examine contemporary issues of gender policing, intimacy, and the damaging effects of the binary on the nuclear family. The play received 2 successful off-Broadway runs in 2017 and 2019, and was named a finalist for the Lark Playwrights Week, the Shonda Rhimes Unsung Voices Fellowship, and the Screencraft Play Award. The play uses the same adult actor to play Jonathan from age 8 until his late 20s, investigating the people, memories, and dreams that shape his life. You'll also see the piece makes use of spoken stage directions, a tradition we've kept up tonight via Zoom, and in keeping with the play's instructions, the titular role of the white dress will be performed by a white sheet. And tonight you're going to visit a closet. Well, 2 closets, given the magic of Zoom. And in this scene from early in the play, we meet Jonathan at 8 years old, right after a very painful disagreement with his mother, Hazel, in which he has stolen one of her earrings and refuses to confess. When he tries to secretly return the earring, he instead encounters his father, Theo, a frustrated attorney in his 30s who has his own reasons for venturing into his wife's closet. Featuring Travis Coles, star of the Peabody-nominated David Makes Man as Theo, and Adam Hinman as Jonathan, who returns to the role after originating it in the play's first public reading at the 2017 Fire This Time Festival. I am so proud to share with you this moment from The White Dress.
Theo bellows. He hurls clothes onto the stage. He is in Hazel's closet. Theo strips to his underwear. He rifles through Hazel's clothes violently, tossing garments everywhere, searching for the one he will call his own. Jonathan walks towards the closet, putting on the earring. He notices his father, the floor, the clothes, the mess. Jonathan freezes. A chill, the ice of guilt, a fog of a secret comes over him. He hides himself from his father's sight. Theo holds out a beautiful white dress and finds a pair of heels he desires. Jonathan can't hold a sneeze in any longer.
She got 2 of them. Wedding dresses. One for the American ceremony and one for the Filipino. Shit cost me $10,000 a piece. Some faggot friend of hers made them both. She spilled wine and pig's grease, later on hers. Thank goodness I got this one.
Do you love Mama?
What you doing asking me grown folks questions like that?
Why are you so mean to her?
What about you?
I found Mama's earring. I'm putting it back.
She wasn't wrong about you. Theo takes a pair of Hazel's heels.
She didn't wear those.
Why not?
Because they belong to her.
Shit. I bought them.
But
what?
But they're for a girl.
Who told you that?
Everybody knows that.
And you believe it?
Yeah, that's the rule.
Theo starts to strut in them heels as Shaka Khan's Clouds plays. He begins to feel himself. Not the attorney, not the father, not the husband, but that butch queen that used to get drunk and dance to Shaka Khan and dream about making love to. Ooh, now look what you made me do. You know you're my boy, right? Try them on.
Theo takes off the heels. He hands them to his son.
Here. What you, chicken boy?
No.
Be a man. Put on the shoes.
Jonathan puts on the heels, swims in them, and struggles to stand up.
Don't you feel powerful?
This is weird.
What?
Jonathan wobbles at first.
Gotta loosen your hips. Give in to the heels. Let them do all the movement.
Jonathan gets better. Like this.
You look free, boy.
I should take them off.
You want to be a man.
Yes.
Don't look back.
What do you mean?
You made a decision. You put on the shoes.
But they belong to Mama. This isn't right.
Did you put them on?
Yes.
Then they are yours.
Theo steps into the white dress.
Are there any girls' names you like?
Mama's gonna be so upset.
You're getting to be my big boy. I think it's time we had a little lesson in law. The first one is reassuming possession of your property.
Those are big words, Daddy.
I know, but they're important. They're going to set you free one day. You see, something has been taken from us.
Theo zips up the dress with no help. He's done this before.
And now we take it back. So I ask you again, are there any girls' names you like?
Christy.
How lovely. Nice to meet you, Miss Christie. I'm Alice. Kiss the hand, Christy.
Hi.
Boy, no. Do it like this. Do it, John. Please. Don't leave me hanging now. Theo finds the other earring. Weren't you looking for this? It's Christy. Don't you look blessed? Where you been, honey child?
Legendary children, it gives me great honor to be the artistic director of the play portion of this celebration of Roger Q. Mason. The play that I directed is called The Pride of Lions. So sit back and imagine yourself in the dressing room of 1920s Broadway, where a group has assembled to audition for Mae West. Roger, I dedicate this to you and all that you have done and will do for our community, for yourself, and for me. Thank you for being that voice. And now, without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, I present to you The Pride of Lions. Act 1, Scene 2. Honey, we're on Broadway. Gracie prunes herself in the mirror of a dank dressing room on Broadway, hogging up the whole table. Madam Red Hook peeps in, catches one glimpse at her young competition, and starts ducking out.
Oh, you know I don't bite unless I'm paid to.
This must be the wrong room. I was looking for the drag acts, but I can see you're the first one in for the boys' chorus auditions.
Dearie, my gentlemen callers may sing soprano when I'm through with them, but I assure you I am in nobody's chorus. You're in the right place. Wow, well, aren't you brave? Not just 3 articles of female clothing, but the whole getup. Well, weren't you scared of getting on the subway like that?
Oh, baby, when you get to be my age, the pigs ain't trying to discern if you're a man or a woman. It's a damn miracle just to see you alive.
Come on, you're not that old.
I'm old enough to have Civil War flashbacks in my sleep. They call me Madam Red Hook.
Pleasure. I'm Gracie.
Hi.
Shasta storms in and breaks up Madam's moment with Gracie to embrace her.
Mama, you're trying out for the show too?
You mean auditioning?
Who asked you, smartass?
Shasta baby cakes. Oh, my stars. Look at you.
Mama, this is a dream come true.
You've come a long way from Charleston. And now here you are, Shasta baby cakes on Broadway, looking so nice and pretty. I can't believe it. Honey, pinch me. Oh, no, not, oh shit, child, not real. You are real. I'm so proud of you.
You aren't on Broadway yet, dearie.
Who you calling dearie? I ain't shared no Johns with you.
You mean any Johns, because if you don't share no Johns with me, then that means you do share Johns with me, and that is just impossible.
Smartass.
Scattergood Friends School, Iowa, class of 1929.
It's 1928.
Must we split hairs, sweetheart?
Let me guess. Even the Quakers couldn't stand a snot like you. Expelled.
Are you always this nasty?
Be nice now, Shasta. This is Gracie. Gracie, Shasta was one of my girls at Madam Red Hook's Meow Manor.
Cat house?
The best finishing school in the world, right in the heart of South Carolina.
I'd hardly call it that.
Listen, okay? She learned everything she needed to know there, all right? I saw to that.
Your little civic education.
You got a problem with girls who work, princess?
Shasta, baby, just let it go. This is Broadway. We are proper ladies.
Listen to your mother, honey.
At least I have a mother. I don't know what house would take you.
A better house than yours.
Wait a minute now. You got something to say about my house, baby girl? Okay, you got a lot of nerve.
Who do you think you are anyway? Just coming up in here.
Okay.
Lord, there ain't nothing like the smell of white boys fighting in the theater boiler room.
Everyone stops and ogles. Molasses is fabulous. Sunglasses, turban, the whole damn thing. Gracie runs to her. She needs a friend right now.
Hi there. It's nice to meet you.
Hello, little girl.
You're doing this show with us?
Again, no one has yet gotten...
This is The Pleasure Man, ain't it?
Yes.
By Mae West?
Indeed.
Biltmore Theater. Audition call for the female impersonators is 8 p.m. If we get it, we go on in Act 3. But who knows if we'll even go on because of the fucking Midtown coppers maybe have shut the whole thing down by the end of scene 1.
Oh, you got moxie, dearie.
I charge by the hour for my moxie.
Oh, nice turn, honey. I might use that with your permission.
You're white. I'm not. So the joke is practically yours already.
You are just too funny. Hi, I'm Gracie.
Molasses. Glad to make your acquaintance.
Me too. I think it's swell you're trying to do this show with us.
Baby, you know it's just a cameo at the top of Act 3.
Yeah, but it's a cameo on Broadway. I have people come to see me.
Darling, a stage is a stage. But I will tell you this. It sure would beat the chorus girl at the Cotton Club uptown.
Well, I think this is important. Historic. A Negro on Broadway in a Mae West show.
Honey, if I get this, it's because the Negro is in vogue. A sign of progress. They'll put my picture in the newspaper, ask me to shimmy and shake and call me a credit to my race and pat they good, fake liberal selves on the back. But tomorrow morning, a little black boy is still going to get shot while reaching in his pocket to pay for a Coca-Cola.
Have you served time?
Whew, no. Praise God.
Good on ya.
I have. Back in Charleston, this boy wanted me to change myself for him.
A memory takes over Shasta. A beautiful Southern boy in suspenders appears on stage and pulls Shasta back to a moment with him.
Don't you want to be pretty for me, baby cakes?
I am pretty.
Almost.
Get your hands off me.
Who you think is gonna want you like this but me, huh? Baby cakes?
It's my choice.
When are you gonna get rid of it?
Get out of my house.
I ain't going nowhere.
Please leave. I am asking nicely.
Make me. Sean Barrington. That is your real name. Make me leave, Sean. Man to man.
Don't you ever call me that.
Sean. I'll say it as many times as I want, because at the end of the day, when you quit throwing your voice and playing dress up, that's who you are.
There ain't no more Sean.
Quit lying to yourself, you confused freak.
Southern boy reaches for Shasta's dick. She breaks from the memory and notices the girl staring at her.
He lied and said that I tried to touch him, not the other way around. Who do you think they believed?
I'm so sorry that happened to you. But I'm sure you're stronger for it.
How would you know? You ain't even 18 yet.
Oh.
What are you, some sort of mathematician? That's none of your business.
Shasta quickly undresses, playing the previous moment off. The other girls undress as well. Shasta looks at Gracie's dick through her underwear for a long beat.
Your panties don't lie, honey. I can see right through you.
How old are you, honey?
3
You
years
tell me.
older than Lucy Erickson before she died.
Baby molasses don't do riddles. Who is that? If she one of them tragic little white girls, we don't keep up with them uptown.
17.
What's your gimmick? Milk guzzling?
Honey, don't listen to them.
You know, I'll have you know I am the best tap dancer to come out of the Middle West. I won Mr. Twinkletoes, Iowa City 3 years in a row. I'm going to book this job, then I'm going to book another, and then I'm going to tap my ass to Hollywood, California, and make it in the pictures.
Your ass will get tapped, all right.
But won't nothing come of it.
10 minutes.
Oh, thank you, Tim.
God, I've always wanted to say that.
Excuse me, is this room 3?
Marla Tan rushes in, still as a man, three-piece suit and hat. Gracie is smitten.
Hey, Big Spender.
If you're looking for the hoofers, they're in the dressing room 2 doors down.
No, I'm in here, I think. This is the female impersonator's dressing room, isn't it?
Yes, it is. What's your name?
Marla.
Hey, Marla.
Hey, Marla. You a business type?
I trade on the street.
Hey, Big Spender.
Sweetheart, she used that line already. Try something new.
What's your commission? Because I need a new business director for my non-stage work.
We got tight quarters and even tighter time, but I guess you could squeeze in next to me.
That's kind of you.
The girls get back to preening. Marla unpacks her drag from her suitcase and undresses. Shasta and Gracie stare at her in only underwear, looking like a hotshot Wall Street man. delicious.
Do you mind?
Oh my goodness, I'm sorry.
Just suddenly clouded my eyes.
Right.
Marla struggles for a while on her own to put on her dress. She yanks at the dress, almost tearing it at the seams. Shasta and Gracie stare at this spectacle. Madame Redhook steps back and looks at these four queens, these four young, promising queens. Does she still have what it takes?
I could use some help if that's what you're wondering and staring.
Well, let me see.
No, I got it.
I think the zipper's stuck.
Of course it is.
Good thing I have nimble fingers.
I got praised in grade school for my superior small muscle development.
What muscles, honey?
Please, just someone help me get this done.
Back up, Blondie. This ain't your bag.
Shasta pushes Gracie away, sinfully close to Marla. Shasta battles with the stuck zipper. Madame Redhook pulls out her tired old drag and stares at it.
What's Wall Street like?
Money men are poison. They think they own the world because they got deep pockets.
Then why work there?
Because the benefits outweigh the...
Yes! Got it. Zipper, sorry. Go on.
Well, avarice is the American dream.
Avarice? Sounds so big and bad.
It is.
Oh, Lord.
Well, I'll be over here if you need anything.
It sounds like you don't like what you do.
Well, that's not the point of a job.
Well, I should like to think that people do what they enjoy for a living. After all, don't they have to do it every day?
Wouldn't that be nice if everything were as perfect as it seemed in the pictures? All happy and simple and swell. Well, it ain't. So for those of us on the other side of rainbow fantasy land, we work to survive. We put aside what we love. We sacrifice. And every now and then, we get to be a bit of who we are.
Madame Redhook begins packing her bag, trying not to call attention to herself.
Little boy in drag.
I'm so sorry.
Honey, have you ever done a show before?
Yes, once. With my girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
I knew it, honey. Now what are you going to do, Shasta Baby Cakes?
Is she in the audience right now?
Oh, Lord, here comes this white boy brawl again.
You into dames, sweetie?
Yeah, I guess. Sure. Most times.
Most times? How adventurous.
It must be nice to have such options.
No. He's a progressive type. I can see it in his eyes.
Trust me, honey. You'll learn. He ain't one of us.
I see the fringes are just as closed off as the inside of the glass house.
This place ain't for tourists, honey. No visitors allowed. Either you in or you out.
It's that simple, huh?
You think this is a joke, Mr. Man? Huh? This ain't funny to us. Everything we got is tied up in here. We can go home to our suits and ties and jobs, girlfriends.
You really think I got it easy because of who I make it with? You know what my nickname in grade school was? Softy. I danced soft shoe after school instead of playing on the tag football team. In middle school, the boys kicked me down the stairs every afternoon to see how long it would take me until I screamed. Even now, everyone on the street looks at me funny because I don't go down to the cat houses after trading hours. I ain't like the others. What they do just ain't my scene.
You're a sensitive type.
I ain't into being boxed in.
Well, then you are in the right room.
I'm not buying it yet.
Tonight, I want to stick it to all the fellas with their goddamn boxes. Will you help me?
I say yes. Someone helped us.
And I'm just asking for the same. Please.
Mama! Mama, what are you doing? We are about to go up. This is your big chance.
You do just fine, baby cakes.
Mama!
I'm not young anymore, baby cakes.
You are a survivor.
Honey, I ain't got nothing that Miss West ain't seen before. Old vaudeville is dead. Nobody wants a clown queen anymore. Not when they got the real thing, Fanny Bryce, now.
Mama, you taught me everything I know. First lesson, you don't run from what makes you scared.
This show is going to cost us something. I can feel it.
We are strong.
Speak for yourself, dearie. A night in jail for a woman like me.
Oh, that smells like a free meal, a rent-free cot for the night, in the heartiest serving of this side of the Turkish bathhouse.
You know what, little girl? You're nasty.
If that's what I have to do to survive.
I think I like you now.
See, that's what it is. You white girls look at jail and see the Waldorf Astoria. Now, when they throw a black bitch like me in the pen.
Good night, girls. Best of luck to you.
If you don't audition, then I won't.
Okay. Oh, my God. Don't be stupid, girl. You've got your whole life ahead of you.
Please stay. You've got the most experience. If you can't teach me, no one can. Will you?
You really want this, don't you?
I just need, even for a few minutes, to feel like me.
Okay. Tonight, we take over Broadway.
Yes,
Mama.
Welcome to the house, Miss Marla.
Thank you.
5 minutes.
Thanks,
Five.
Let's get to work, ladies. We've got a lot to do.
Good evening. I would like to start with a sensory exercise. Oh, come on. It'll only take a few seconds, I promise. Close your eyes and breathe. I would like for you to meet Taffeta. Okay? Taffeta. Primarily female, huh? You can smell her perfume. Yes, not exactly cheap, but not exactly expensive either. And is that a whiff of last night's lovemaking lingering? The sound of her approaching movement is crisp and crinkly. More of a warning than an invitation, a dangerous element of seduction. Taffeta scrapes across your skin, a light scratching effect. Ooh, taffeta can be versatile, a bit of B&D, a light choking. But the silken part of her material melts into the softest pillow, a balm for your pain and restlessness. Who is Taffeta? Roger Q. Mason. That's who. You can open your eyes now. That wasn't so bad. Tonight you've heard some of the words that the esteemed playwright has placed in the mouths of his characters. Words that create worlds that invite us to enter at our own risk. We may emerge from the theater saved, brokenhearted, or redeemed, but we will never be the same. Mason's voice, no matter what gender or color, might have a ring of a comforting chord that ties his characters to their predecessors. Yearning, longing, desire. There are dozens of books devoted to the relationships of Williams, Inge and Albie to their female characters, but only one conclusion to be drawn. It was not easy to type in a closet crowded with Amanda's Southern Belle ball gown, or Martha's Sunday chapel dress, or Cherie's old black magic get-up. Throughout the 20th century, men playing women became more frequent than the occasional Lady Bracknell in The Importance of Being Earnest, largely thanks to the brilliant work of the two Charleses, Ludlum and Bush. These were actor playwrights who wrote their female characters with a survivalist slant. They were both able to simultaneously bat their eyelashes and flex their muscles. Roger is not a drag queen or a female impersonator or a transvestite. He is an actor who is willing to do what the best actors do, reveal the universality of self, the infinite secrets of the soul, which are genderless and endless. And he is not a writer who is hiding under the skirts of his leading ladies. In fact, in some cases, he's wearing them, but not to hide his maleness. Ironically, it was the AIDS plays of the 80s and 90s that forced the pens of many gay playwrights to finally write brazenly about sexuality. James Carroll Pickett among them. Mason shares with Pickett a penchant for purple ink, which he sometimes applies to the page with a gorgeous grandeur that is breathtaking in its emotionality and sensuality. During the past decade, a short period of time in the life of a playwright, Roger Q has cultivated a voice that has risen above the cacophony of criticism, a voice that has drowned out a symphony of rejection, a voice that has triumphed over sexism, looksism, body shaming, and yes, racism. His plays, beginning with a sampling of what you've seen tonight, tease what's to come. The gorgeous wonderment established between the fatherless peach farmer and the homeless wanderer in the mythic Onion Creek, both adrift under the mystical Texas sky. The queer father-son entanglement in the white dress, ineluctably erotic, that could be transpiring in a courtroom or on a dance floor. And finally, a pride of lions, an unexpected backstabbing backstage catfight that ultimately purrs when our award-winning recipient discovers a more evolved voice, adding writer-performer hyphenate to his resume. A self-described Philip Hinks plus-size, gender non-conforming queer artist of color. You may see Roger Q marching down the streets of LA screeching for equality, but honey, he's much more than that. He is an anarchist for intersectionality, roaming, strutting, promenading on local and worldwide stages. His revolution encompasses equality for women, queer artists of color, gender non-conforming artists of all stripes. He is a rebel with a cause. Roger Q. Mason is an endangered species. Protect him, nurture him, love him. Lavender Men is a play we've been waiting for. After a successful reading at the Skylight Theater here in LA and at Circle in the Square on Broadway. The world premiere at Skylight, which I'm associate producing, has been put on hold because of the coronavirus. But tonight, you will meet Taffeta, placed in this queer Lincoln romance fantasia that progresses from what if to more than likely Abe Lincoln has consummated his homo feelings of man love with his legal assistant. In this scene, Taffeta is costumed in the camp tradition as a fabulous tree as she watches the lovers frolic like teenagers. Esteemed assembled guests, Roger Q. Mason is Taffeta.
I love how thin ass white boys get to worry about shit like, do I look short in these pants? Shit. Big femme black girls get no respect. You either get the fetishizers, the chub chasers, or the one-night raw fucks who lie about their test results and say, you better be grateful, motherfucker. You know I'm doing you a favor, right? You got more than you deserve with your fat ass. That's how they talk to me. And I just have to pick myself up off the floor and say, girl, you know they lying. Right? You are a beautiful ass bitch, and you were the one doing the favor. Sometimes I stand outside of the shower, dripping wet, my feet planted on a towel set on the floor, catching water before it runs between the 1920s hexagon tiles, and I look at myself in the mirror. There I am, big as life. My face is round. My right eye droops. My left eyebrow is longer than the other. I have a double chin. My neck is short. My abdomen bulges. My thighs have never known a gap in my hips. Shut up, girl. You're fabulous. Put on a hat and a scarf and a $500 amulet and you're a star. You ain't no fucking star. You need to put some clothes on. Something to cover up that gut. Something to smooth out those hips. Something to make those bulges disappear, to make that goddamn body disappear. But Abe and Elmer are cute. Don't get me wrong. I guess I'm happy for them. They get to sit by the lake and slap each other's asses in the water with not a care in the world. Young, thin, white, male love. It must be nice. But you know something? If those two ever saw me walking down the street, that string bean and his cub, they would not even know I'm there. I am a tree. Right, y'all, the moment you've all been waiting for, the presentation of the award. But We still in Corona. So the award was presented to me by Celebration Theater in this fabulous box. And I'm gonna go ahead and open it. I have not seen this award, so you're getting a true to life moment. Get ready. Come on, box. Here we go. All right, styrofoam. And peanuts! I love it. All right, it's in here somewhere. Here she is. She's in the box. Oh, okay, we got a blue box. Put this down. I'm getting goosebumps. It's beautiful. It's truly beautiful. Thank you. Thank you very, very much. I am grateful beyond words to Celebration Theater and the City of West Hollywood for bestowing onto me the Chuck Rowland Pioneer Award for 2020. I do not take this award or the responsibilities it bears lightly. In a time as tumultuous and changing and vital as ours, I believe that art, particularly queer art, has the unique capacity to dare people to embrace those who are different simply because of that difference. The work that I make for theater aims to foster a culture of love and empathy and understanding for the other. And it is my earnest prayer that the Chuck Rowland Award and the platform that it will afford me in the future will grant me more opportunities to make work and provide creative possibilities for artists, actors, directors, designers, producers, dramaturgs, the list goes on, who need to see themselves and their lived experiences performed and celebrated and affirmed on our stages. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Babies, on the subject of thanks, you know I gotta thank my people. So I came out into these woods, actually just descanso, socially distant, of course, in order to thank everybody that helped make this evening possible. So let me go through it. I wanna thank Celebration Theater and the City of West Hollywood. I wanna thank Celebration's Artistic Director, Michael A. Shepard. I want to thank the Executive Director, Christopher Makish. I want to thank Celebrating Pride producer, Nathan Frizzell. I want to thank the producer of this evening, Tom DeTrinas. I want to thank the presenter of my award, Michael Kearns. I want to thank our evening director, Ann James. I want to thank our guest directors, Lovell Holder and June Carroll. I want to thank our composer, David Gonzalez. I want to thank our fabulous cast who have given of their time and their talent and their attention. Everybody's given of their time, talent, and attention. And I want to thank my little glam squad, which includes but is not limited to Abdullah Helwani and Nastasia Cordero. It truly takes a village to uplift LGBTQ voices. And from all of us to all of you, we say thank you for watching and let the fight go on, because we are not done and we will persevere. Thank you so much.
Hey, everybody. My name is Michael Shepard. I'm the Artistic Director of Celebration Theater, the oldest continuously producing lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, queer, questioning, intersex, two-spirited, allied, asexual, cisgender, gender non-binary theater in the country. Thank you so much for joining us tonight for the Chuck Rowland Award. And we want to say congratulations to its recipient, Roger Q. Mason. Now, right after this, we're going to be slipping on over into the DMs on the Instagram. But before that, there's some people I would like to thank. I would like to thank Celebration Theater Company, as well as its board, for its participation tonight. I would like to thank all the actors who also gave of their time to be a part of this evening. I would also like to thank Ann James, who directed most of this evening. And I would like to thank Christopher Makish, Nathan Frizzell, and Tom DeTrinis for their unwavering dedication to creating this evening. Now, let's get on over there to Instagram and let's see what happens. Oh, wait, there's more stuff though. We have a whole week left of planned activities for you to join us on. So go to our website, celebrationtheater.org, and check it out so you can join us for the rest of the week. Now we can go get our party on and have a little kiki over at the Instagram. Yes, I said the Instagram. I hope you join us. Thank you.